Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the UMass Minutemen and the Central Michigan Chippewas. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline where she is keeping a close eye on some injury news that's unfolding.
I caught up with the UMass head coach before the game. They have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out first.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. Offense in a split backfield. Headed for the corner, it's Cotton. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. Sets his feet, it's Jordan. And the ball comes out, what a disastrous play. And the defense got it. Scooped and scored. Touchdown UMass. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the run, it's Montgomery. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. And the Chippewas now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught on the RPO. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. The Minuteman offense heads onto the field for the first time today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
2nd and long here. They give it to him again. He breaks a tackle. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. It's 3rd and 5. Looking downfield. It's Rivers. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And he gets it right on the cusp. Maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Changing the routes with his receivers. Got to make the play on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Got him on the RPO. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. At the 35, he's loose. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Back to throw, it's Rivers. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Chippewas offense makes its way out to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running inside. It's Cotton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They'll ride him again. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, but just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off his guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Turning it on. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see.
Throws it deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. The Minutemen offense taking the field, looking primed and ready to roll. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being caught, and he's got room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Quick give, and he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On the option, got a little space. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Ripping through the defense. And he's brought down after a nice gain. UMass with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last completion. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the counter. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Just feeds the running back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Third and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Rivers. Right side, it's Bohannon. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Right on target the first time, now he'll try another from 24 yards out. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Central Michigan offense takes the field to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Takes the handoff. It's Cotton. He's got a lot of moves in the bag as he uses a few of them to get to the 18.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Fires on the move. Intercepted, and he's got a convoy with it. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the ground with the counter. Defense all over him.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for once.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Look out! Out wide right, it's Bohannon. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Looking downfield, it's Rivers. Oh, pressure's coming. Hauls it in. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. Obviously didn't like what he saw in 1st down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Making the adjustment on the play. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Out of the end zone. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the number 11 team, the USC Trojans.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. UMass ready to get things started as the offense takes the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. They want to throw it. They'll run the screen. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Sells the run, wants to pass. Left side, it's Montgomery. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
How about when they show off the big fella's mitts? This is a guy that does so much of the dirty work for your team, everything you need to win. You give him the ball, get a 1st down.
The run inside. It's Montgomery. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Finds a crease. It's Cotton. Run ends there.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Under pressure, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Chippewas will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Past the 45. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. UMass, after that last big completion, trying to build momentum. From the gun, just smothered on the play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Working that wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking for a man. It's Rivers. They're all over him. Just gets rid of that one.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Longo. Running free. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. In the red area, it's Cotton. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Chippewas! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The UMass offense returns to the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Left side, it's Bohannon. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. driven back.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Rivers. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. UMass with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last completion. They'll move the wide receiver. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
How about this methodical, soul-crushing drive? They've already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock as they snap it on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right. Hits the crease. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UMass! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Chippewas offense makes its way out to start the drive. Drops back on 1st down. He's got the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. To the air, it's Jordan. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
And it's just been that kind of day.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Flying down the left side. All the way back. Touchdown, Minutemen. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there on that 4th down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go for it, and they're going to have to throw it. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the...
He smashes his way through again. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Central Michigan offense takes the field to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And the Chippewas with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, gonna throw it. grabbed in the backfield. It's Montgomery. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Cotton.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Long way to go on second down. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight,
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. Smashes ahead. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. The Chippewas, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Sets his feet. It's Jordan. Rush right in his face. And he gets rid of it.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading.
Breaks into the open on the left. Inside the touchdown chips. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Minutemen offense taking the field, looking primed and ready to roll. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean...